It is Wednesday, December 19. It's 5 days until Christmas. Here's what's making the news today. In our first report, Anara Khan tells us that Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu today toured the office of the Integrity Commission, which is up and running with 50% of its staff, with the expectation of being fully staffed by January 2019.
We have about half the amount of people that we want to actually hire. We still have to hire some more technical people. Budgetary restraint is one reason why we don't have everybody. But we're hoping from January we'll be able to function fully.
That was Chairman of the Integrity Commission, Kumar Dorsami. He said the agency is looking to acquire a full staff complement of 13 people in total. The chairman noted, too, that the commission is looking to employ at least 5 investigators. The building, which is located on Church Street, Sobrianville, Georgetown, houses a conference room, ICT center, and records room. Since being sworn in February 2018, the chairman said approximately 430 public officials have submitted their declarations. He, however, noted that there is still a challenge for persons to comply with the law. During brief remarks, Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu stated an amendment to the integrity law was brought in to provide guideline principles given the importance of declaring.
So now that has been published, we are hoping that members of the public who hold these offices are going to read these principles and know how important it is for us to re-establish integrity in public life.
The Prime Minister said it is not easy to establish integrity norms in any society, but this is a start for Guyana. For InfoHub, Anara Khan.
Popular social activist and member of the Ethnic Relations Commission, Barrington Braffett, in an article today, called the PPP-piloted no-confidence motion a twisted, sinister plot designed to capitalize on and compromise the health of His Excellency President David Granger. The motion, which will be debated in the National Assembly on Friday, was submitted to the Parliament office in mid-November, mere days after it was announced that President Granger was suffering from non-Hodgkin lymphoma, a type of cancer, and would require regular treatment abroad. Earlier this month, the opposition requested that the Prime Minister vacate his seat whenever he performs the functions of head of state. However, Speaker of the National Assembly, Dr. Barton Scotland, asked that the matter be dealt with by the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Constitutional Reform. Read the full article titled Twisted Sinister Plot in today's edition of the Guyana Chronicle and also on their website, guyanachronicle.com. In other news, the Board of Industrial Training today graduated over 300 students at its National Training Project for Youth Empowerment 13th graduation ceremony. Minister of State Joseph Harmon delivered the feature address. Renetta Lafleur was there and filed this report.
The graduation ceremony was hosted on Wednesday at the National Cultural Center. Delivering the feature address, Minister of State Joseph Harmon noted the importance of technical and vocational training to national development.
Technical and vocational education and training has been an integral part of national development in many societies worldwide. Some have even argued that it is one of the key elements of national development. This specialized form of education is designed to produce a cadre of middle-level technicians, higher technicians, and technologists who are essential to the creation and development of the industrial sector of society.
Regional Chairperson for Region 4, Genevieve Allen, charged the graduates to remain patriotic and strive for higher education.
Use your skills to develop our country, Guyana, and that you continue to be as patriotic as you are, because this country is on that verge of development, and it requires each and every one of you to become involved.
Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Social Protection, Mohan Ramratan, said the training significantly contributes to Guyana's development and will open many doors for the graduates.
I hope you understand that training should always be relevant, and I have no doubt that all the graduates recognize that as you seek employment or continue employment, relevance is always key. Relevance to community and relevance to country.
Chairperson of BIT, Clinton Williams, said since its existence 108 years ago, BIT has been partnering with private and public sectors and in the last 5 years trained more than 500 entrepreneurs. Renetta LaFleur for InfoHub.
A situation analysis of adolescent pregnancy in Guyana was today handed over to First Lady Sandra Granger and Minister of Public Health Walter Lawrence. Delicia Haynes has the details.
The document was compiled through a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Public Health, the United Nations Children's Fund UNICEF, and the United Nations Population Fund UNFPA. The two main objectives were identifying the determining factors of adolescent pregnancy and prioritizing interventions to address same. Minister of Public Health Walter Lawrence said the document will inform policymakers of their roles in addressing the spiraling issue of adolescent pregnancy.
Today, the launching of this survey, I will say, is timely, particularly since this is a growing global concern, not only for us here, but for our leaders, because this matter is discussed at the very highest level. The focus and theme for this year is precisely a call on health personnel around the world to marshal their energies on this vulnerable group.
Similar sentiments were echoed by First Lady Sandra Granger, who also commended the efforts of the Public Health Ministry and other partnering agencies in reintegrating teenage mothers into society. According to the First Lady, data collected during the compiling of the document can be very useful to all concerned stakeholders.
These facts lead me to believe that the situation analysis being presented here today may be a useful tool in determining how government agencies, the private sector, community, faith-based, and other non-governmental organizations can combine their respective resources and develop the kind of strategies and framework through which their efforts at reducing adolescent pregnancy and empowering our young people to make informed life choices may be achieved.
Findings of the situation analysis indicate that there were higher rates of teenage pregnancies in indigenous communities. Factors related to these high rates include sexual violence, lack of access to comprehensive sex education, and the lack of access to and use of contraceptives, to name a few. For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
Still to come, ranks, policing groups, and other stakeholders rewarded for sterling contributions and more. Stay with us.
Dogs again, and no mailbox.
Don't let this happen to you.
I'm so happy that I get this mailbox. Now I get all my mails. You know how much times GPL come and disconnect me life because I couldn't get my bill? I didn't notice. Anyways, girl, the post office encouraging all residents to install a mailbox so they can improve their service to us.
Get your mailbox today and help the Guyana Post Office to serve you better.
Welcome back. 3 lucky recipients today received the first of 100 free mailboxes to be distributed as part of the Guyana Post Office Corporation's mailbox sensitization campaign. More in this report.
Launched earlier this year, the initiative aims to help reduce the high volume of returned mail to post offices across the country due to the lack of mailboxes. Minister of Public Telecommunications Catherine Hughes said the GPOC has provided over 225 years of service and will continue to make changes to effectively serve its customers.
This time, the change that we're trying to implement, we cannot do successfully without the assistance of citizens of Guyana. And that's why we are trying to make our postal services more efficient with your help. We need your full cooperation and support so we can deliver your mail safely and securely.
Minister Hughes said the initiative also aims to ensure the safety of the corporation's mailmen and women. The corporation is also keen in promoting small mailbox businesses.
To the young or old entrepreneurs, that if you're making a post box, please contact the GPOC, because we would be willing to help you get your product to the people. If you produce a quality product at a cost-effective price, we know that people are going to be providing and buying your mailbox. We've had some innovative young people that have designed some beautiful mailboxes. Some of them a little more expensive than these. But again, we're happy to display any citizen's innovative version of a mailbox.
Those chosen reside in District A and were randomly selected after a survey was conducted. Thus far, some 1,704 mailboxes have been placed at various locations across the country. Reporting for InfoHub, Felicia Valenzuela.
Ranks of the Guyana Police Force, policing groups and other stakeholders were today rewarded for their sterling performances in 2018. More from Paul McAdam.
Addressing the Guyana Police Force's Christmas Awards ceremony at the Tactical Services Unit Drill Square at Ivleary, Commissioner of Police Leslie James, DSM-DSS, said the event is in keeping with a tradition that began in 1999. He noted that it aims to reward ranks and other stakeholders for their exemplary contributions.
These awards, in a general way, seek to build morale, of course, motivation. And I should mention that this year, 2018, we've had our fair share of issues, but through the collective effort, we're able to surmount all of those issues.
The Commissioner also highlighted some of the force's achievements for the past year.
That is 11.7% decrease in occurrences of serious crimes. Serious, minor, and damage accidents, we've seen decrease in all those three categories. Serious accidents, we've had a 20% decrease. Minor accidents, we've had 46%. And damage accidents, we've had a 26%. Of course, you're quite aware that we've had significant enforcement of categories of offenses.
Awards amounting to $18.6 million were presented to 2,357 ranks, civilians, and groups. Best Cop Detective Sergeant Rodwell Sarabo, in his acceptance speech, thanked his family, senior officers, and fellow ranks for their support.
Don't be afraid to fail big. And don't be afraid to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. And to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency every day. In other words, if you want something, you have to work very hard to get it.
Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
And in our final report, the compound of the Wales Primary School on Tuesday afternoon was lit brightly, not by the sunshine, with the smiling faces of hundreds of children who received early Christmas gifts. Let's take a look.
The happy smiles were compliments of the Ministry of Social Protection led by Subject Minister Amna Ali as she continued her Christmas toy drive to the children of Wales and surrounding communities. The initiative is one geared towards ensuring every child possible has an enjoyable Christmas with the distribution of the toys.
The coalition government is here to bring cheers to the children of this community. We have here hundreds of children, and we will be happy to give them little toys and goodies for the Christmas holidays. We also have a sponsor who has donated the snacks and ice cream and all of that for them. He is Mr. Komal Singh of Geico, and who lives also on the west bank of Demerara. So here we are with these lovely kids this afternoon, bringing cheers to them.
The Christmas toy drive kicked off last Saturday in the communities of Buxton and Lusitnan and continued on Monday in the community of Albertown, where hundreds of children also received early Christmas presents. Reporting for InfoHub, Ayana George.
Your green tip of the day: invest in LED lights. It is more efficient, use 90% less energy than incandescent lights, and lasts much longer. It is cool to the touch despite being in use and produce less heat in your home. it's bright and pretty too. That's all for this evening. Connect with us on WhatsApp, like and subscribe to our Facebook page for notifications. You can also follow us on Instagram for updates and visit our website at dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye.